Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine at home. Okay, so now let's start our day as we always do with the prayer. Come on, join your hands, close your eyes and say your prayers. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. After the prayer, what do? It's time for our very favorite weather song. Come on. How is the weather today? Weather today, weather today. How is the weather today? Is it cloudy or bright? Are you feeling hot or cold? Hot or cold? Hot or cold? Are you feeling hot or cold? Won't you tell me today? So children, I know by now you can tell the weather very exactly to your parents. And let me tell you, it's sunny outside. How's the weather on your side? Okay, so now children, tell me which theme topic is going on in our class. What is that? Yes, I heard someone say it is singing sounds. So, do sounds sing? But in this topic, we are going to learn a lot about sounds. On Monday, with Ruby Miss, you learned about the different kinds of sounds. Sounds made by humans, sounds made by animals, sounds made by birds. But I'm sure you all know how to identify a few sounds. For example, if you hear a bark, you know it's a dog. Or if you hear, say, a trumpet, you know that's an elephant, isn't it? If you hear chop, 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 you know there's a bird outside. And some birds have a specific sound they produce. So that's how you can identify the different birds. So that was about sounds made by animals, sounds made by humans, and sounds made by birds. But there are other sounds too. We are surrounded by a lot of different things around us, aren't we? For example, I have got a few things with me and I want you to open your ears and listen carefully to whatever sound each object is making, because each object is going to make a different sound. Okay, are you ready? You ready? Let me tell you, show you, or let me make you hear this first one. What was that? What is this? Yes, it's a box of biscuits. And when I shake, yes, it is making a sound. And that's how I know that there are some biscuits inside. From the picture also I will know, and from the sound also. Now, I have this small little jar in which there is something. This is a small little bottle also, you can say. And I'm going to shake it. Now it's making a very soft sound. To hear it very carefully. I'm sure you're not able to hear that, but I can hear the very mild sound. So whatever is there inside, it's not very heavy, so it's making a very soft sound. Now can you see this? Yes, I have in a bag some edible. Edible means eatable thing, and now I'm going to shake it. Can you hear it? Yes. So, when any content or anything is there inside a particular object, it makes sound. But that's not just it. What is this? Yes, it's my water bottle. Now, listen carefully. Can you hear that? Yes? Now, there is nothing inside the bottle, not even water right now. But when I am blowing air on the mouth of the bottle, because it's a little narrow, I can hear a sound. But if I just do, can you hear the sound? Can you hear the sound of the air coming out? No. But when I do it this way, can you hear that? So by this, there is one more thing. Let me show you one more. Now here, there's a box. Can you see? Yes. Now in that box I have kept counters. Sound? Now all things make some sound when they are in the container, or when there is an empty bottle like that, or maybe just by banging also. So now what happened? When man came to know that, yeah, these things also make sound. How about making it into nice, lovely, melodious sound? The sound which you like to hear. Yes? So that's how man discovered instruments. Which instrument? Musical instruments. So we are going to learn today about some musical instruments. Now, musical instruments also come in different varieties. Some musical instruments, like I blowed from the bottle, I blowed air in the mouth of the bottle and the sound came. There are some musical instruments in which you blow air and melodious sound comes. Some have got strings in which you move your fingers, so music or the melodious sound comes. Some you just bang on it on with your hand or with a stick and music comes. Some you just shake and music comes. So today we are going to learn about these different musical instruments. So let's go and see some of these musical instruments. So children, right now we saw a few things that make sound. But to make music, we have what is called as musical instruments. So let us see some of these musical instruments, as there are a different kind of musical instruments. So let's see some of them out here and how they differ in variety. Now what you can see here are musical instruments which you work by blowing in air. So when you blow in air, sweet music or sound comes. For example, here you can see the trumpet and the flute. So these are musical instruments in which you have to blow air and you get a sweet melodious sound. Some musical instruments are string instruments, like the violin and the harp that you see here. So when you play it, or when you just run your fingers on the string, lovely melodious music or sound comes. So these are called string musical instruments. Now some musical instruments are like this, like the maracas and the tambourine. In the maracas there are some beads. So when you shake them, they make the music or they make the sound. And for the tambourine, there are little clappers on it. So when you bang it on your hand, that also makes a melodious sound. Now, what you see here? Yes, we see tablas and the different kinds of drums which you play with, right? So these musical instruments make sound when you play them with a stick or you play them with the hand. And that's how these are the different kinds of musical instruments. Now let us watch this lovely video in which all these musical instruments, you can see, you can hear them, and you can also know their names. Come on, let's go and see this video.
Tuba, French horn, electric guitar, accordion, acoustic guitar, banjo, bell, castanet, cello, tuba, French horn, electric guitar, accordion, acoustic guitar, banjo, bell, castanet, cello, microphone, cymbals, recorder, trumpet, flute, clarinet, harp, maracas, harmonica, microphone, cymbals, recorder, trumpet, flute, clarinet, harp, maracas, harmonica, xylophone, piano, drum, tambourine, saxophone, ukulele, violin, woodblock, triangle, xylophone, piano, drum, tambourine, saxophone, ukulele, violin, woodblock, triangle.
Oh wow, lovely. So many different musical instruments. Now we know their names too. Now children, can you play all these musical instruments? Is it possible for you to play all of them? No, even teacher can't play all of them. But you know, there is a community helper, and this community helper can play musical instruments. You know what is he called? He is called a musician. What is he called? A musician. So let's go and meet this community helper. Children, now we know that musician is a person who plays all these different musical instruments. And today we are going to see some of these musicians. Each musician is a specialized person who can play these special instruments. We can't play all of them. Maybe we can play one or two of them. But a musician is that community helper who knows how to play a particular or many musical instruments. Let's go and see some of them. Now this musician knows how to play the tabla well. Can you see he's playing the tabla? And he can do it best. He knows how to play it to the best. So he is a musician who can play the tabla. Now this musician is playing the guitar. Can you see in his hand? and he knows how to play it so well. So this musician is a person who's playing the guitar. Over here, this musician is playing the violin. Can you see how he's moving the bow over the string of the violin? This is how you play the violin. He's also called as a violinist, and this musician can play the violin well. Now this musician is playing the mridang. It is a kind of a dhol which from both the sides. Now the tabla you can play it on one side, but the mridang you can play it on both the sides. So he is equipped, he is specialized in playing the mridang. And here he's playing the sitar. Sitar is also another string musical instrument where you move the fingers and you play it. So he's playing the sitar. Now this musician is playing a flute. What is he playing? A flute. So he has to blow in air and he moves his finger and lovely melodious tune comes out. Now this musician is playing the harmonica. It looks like the keys of the piano and an accordion combination, but this is a different musical instrument. It's called harmonica and he is well equipped to play it. So these are some of our musicians. Now let's go and watch this lovely video of a musician.
What can you play?
I play the piano.
Piano, 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 piano.
I am the music man. I come from down your way and I can play.
What can you play?
I play the trombone.
Oompa, 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 oompa. Piano, 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 piano.
I am the music man. I come from down your way and I can play.
What can you play?
I play the big bass drum.
Big bass drum, big bass drum, big bass, big bass, big bass drum, big bass drum, big bass drum, big bass, big bass drum. Oompa, 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 pa, oompa, pa, oompa, pa, oompa, 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 pa, oompa, oompa, pa. Piano, 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 piano.
I am the music man. I come from down your way and I can play.
What can you play?
I play the triangle.
Triangle, 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 triangle. Big bass drum, big bass drum, big bass, big bass, big bass drum, big bass drum, big bass drum, big bass, big bass drum. Oompa, 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 pa, oompa, pa, oompa, pa, oompa, 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 pa, oompa, oompa, pa. Piano, 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 piano.
Oh, great! Today we learned a lot about the different musical instruments and we also met our community helper, the musician or the music man. Yes, now it's time for me to say goodbye as Ruby teacher is waiting for you. So, goodbye. See you tomorrow.